Hiya folks, only me. So today we've got a little trip out with the camera girl and we've come to the Norfolk Motorcycle Museum, and it's a bit like coming to heaven. We've got a lot of mopeds. I've never seen so many mopeds together, plus a lot of big bikes as well of all eras, starting from the like 1920s right up to the 70s, 80s in fact, or even more so. Right, so I'm just going to run around and show you some of them. There's a little Vespa here that's being restored. All the paintwork's been done by the looks of it. It's hanging about. There's a toolbox on there. There's a side panel there. And you've got Triumphs, look, from the 90s. Up the top here, I think that's a CB72, 250 Honda. And that one as well, perhaps. I'll be wrong on some of these. Got an AP50, so that's a 50cc Suzuki, made for the 70s with the pedals on it. The same as this Honda up here, Honda SS55 speed, I believe. And then you've got a nice little Suzuki, it's a Suzuki 125 twin. It's almost like American type of spec. We're going to move along a bit quicker. There's some sort of chopper by here. Someone's either made up, I think, or was it bought in? I don't know. It might even be a Chinese thing. It's got a Honda-looking engine, but can't really see that. But we'll move along. I've just spotted this. You can look around, you miss things. Down here is a very nice looking. Well, they're not perfect, these bikes, but it's just nice to see them all together. It's a GT 185. There was one of those over in Burford a few months ago in the museum there. Then we come along to some Hondas, and I think that's a Honda P50 with the engine in the back wheel. And then there's a couple of Honda PC50s, but they've got the earlier engine with the overhead cam. You just about see it in there, so it's slightly different to the one I run around on. And we move along as a sort of monkey bike type of thing. And then we've got a selection of mobilettes. They're the ones with the variable belt transmission, where the engine moves out when the belt stretches, or stops it from stretching. When the pulleys come out to change the ratio. And move along here, we've got a rally runabout, which is of course got a little French mobilette engine in it. I can't remember the name of it, Mobicane or something like that. And then a nice little Grelli from Italy moped next to the Easy Rider, sort of British built moped that never really did much. Massive great frame on it. We were looking for an NSU quickly, and I had a bet that would definitely have one in there, and apparently I've lost the bet, but I don't know if that's quite true, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I'm just going to carry on. I can't spend too much time here, but you can see various bikes here. So many moped type of bikes. And we have a Honda 90, same as the one I got at home. And a little C100 Cub. I think I called them C100s and changed it to C50. That's an early one. Probably about I don't know. I'm going to say it's probably about 1961 or something. The plate on it hasn't got the old F-Reg or anything on it. So we move along with another Honda Cub of some description, a more modern one, and then a nice little Honda, probably a 50. A Putsch, I used to have one of those when I was a kid. Nice little green one, 3-speed. Next to another, oh that's a Suzuki step through. And then we have some Solex French mopeds. And we come around here and there's quite a few Bantams in this museum, quite nice ones. I mean, that looks like that's fully restored, that one. Sneaking behind is a little Honda, and then we got a D7 or something, Bantam, then a Villiers twin, That's the police used to use those. I think it's an air. Is it a water cooled? Yes, it's a water cooled engine. If I come back a bit here, show you this selection. Got BSA Bantams, a sort of choppery looking thing, and then we've got one of these little bikes where you back in the day you used to just buy the engine, put it on a bike. I think this is a PowerPoint, but I may be wrong there. The old Harley Davidson, and I'm going to carry on now. I can't mention all of them, I'll be here all day. So we've got a PC50 there, nice little orange one next to a red one. Now that's got the overhead valve engine, so you've got push rods on that one, same as the one next to it. And sneaking behind that is what I believe is a Triumph 200 Tiger Cub, next to yet another Bantam. There's a little, this is a P50 Honda. This is the one where you've got the engine in the back wheel. So it's like a PC50 but an earlier model. Bit of a view here. Bantams wherever you look. I mean, down the bottom here you've got bigger bikes in various ages and condition. Motor Guzzi's, that lovely big Honda shining away. This one was interesting. I think that's a Beetle engine. I meant to ask the chap actually. So it's a motorcycle with a VW Beetle engine in it, I think. Yeah, it's got to be, surely. I'm going to ask him. Nice matchless, an aerial up there. These are all 50s bikes, I think. Sneaking away, some more Bantams. Royal Enfield. Another Tiger Cub, I think. It may actually not be a Tiger. It's a Tiger Cub engine. Just looks like an earlier frame. Another view of all the bikes. Zoom in over there. I say it's like being in heaven. I'm a sad old puppy, I am. One of the bikes I used to have, that's my only sports moped I had of the day, back in the day, was this one here. We just used to call it a Push Banana bike. And to see it up here is amazing. It had the little 50cc engine, but some real big cooling fins to make it made the bike look like it had a bigger engine. But there it is, sitting there waiting for something. Whether he's going to restore it or not, I don't know. And what's nice about this particular one, I think it's all original paint. Hasn't been messed with. So we're going to come back here and just zoom in. I've got a 100cc Yamaha, I think. That's a nice little engine. Has spotted up in Scotland a few months ago in their museum a Royal Mail PSA Bantam delivery bike. Some nice little Yamaha 200 there. Look. There was a Yamaha I walked past, one which I would love to buy if one ever came up for sale. I'm going to go and show you that. Yeah, I've backtracked to this little baby. My mate Tim had one of these, bless his soul. He's not with us anymore, but when he sold his Push Banana bike that I talked about earlier, he went out and bought one of these, and it's a Yamaha 200, and it's a lovely machine. It sounds awesome when it's running, and if I could find one of those for sale, I'd swap that for me 250 Suzuki. So what do you think about that, darling?
I like the colour.
Yeah, it is. See, she likes the colour, so we're on a bit of a start here. It's a smaller engine.
Smaller engine, which is always good.
Yeah, and it's a smaller bike you know, the whole frame's smaller.
Yes.
And so I would definitely, if someone had one of those for sale, it's got to be the purple, it's got to be about a K, L red, something like that. I would snap one of those up. So that's great to see that here. And bizarrely enough, it's sat next to a little rally runabout, the same colour as mine, look. It's probably about the same age. Yeah, there's bound to be bikes I've missed, but fantastic. What a place. I'm going to go and take some photographs now to add on the end of this video. But for all you guys out there, including the Platform Moped Club, hope you enjoy this video. And if you ever get a chance, it's not that far away from Great Yarmouth, is it really? And it's the Norfolk Motorcycle Museum. Well, bye for now.